Hello guys, and welcome to my first YouTube tutorial where we will be learning how to create a Flappy Bird game. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to use variables to make gravity, how to jump, how to turn correspondingly to make the bird look like it's flying, and how to make the pipes spawn and move across the screen. Let's get right into it. As always, the asset pack is in the link under the description. And let's start off with a win green flag clicked. We're gonna go into the looks category and get a go to front layer. This makes sure that the bird is always in front of all the other sprites, just so that we don't have a weird looking, clipping. And next we're gonna set up our moving to go to the movement category and get a go to X, Y. I already have mine set up, but I like to put it at -150 and Y 0. Okay, let's get right into variables. Go to the variables category, and we're gonna make two variables. The first one, turn amount for the spread only, and the second is gonna be gravity. Gravity is a very important one for this site only. First, let's set gravity to 0, and then let's set turn amount to 0. Okay. Next, we're actually going to work on implementing gravity. So we're going to get a forever loop, and then we're going to go to My Blocks and create a block. This one, we're just going to simply call it gravity. Run without screen refresh, just to make it go faster. So let's bring gravity over here and let's implement it in the forever loop so that we're forever getting pulled down by gravity. Define gravity. So we're simply gonna go change gravity by -1. And why -1? The reason we're doing -1 is because we are going to change the Y position by gravity. And we don't want the bird falling upwards, we want him going downwards. So let's actually implement that. Go into the motion and change Y by gravity. Okay, let's test that out. Click the green flag. Yes! Can you see the bird falling? That is great. Okay, next we're gonna create a jump so that he isn't forever falling. So we're gonna go to the control category and grab an if then block. We're gonna put in the forever loop, and from the sensing category we're gonna grab a key space pressed. You can change it to any key that you want, any arrow, whatever you want. But for now I'm gonna leave it for key space pressed. We're going to create another custom block named jump. Again, run without screen refresh. Let's put that in the if statement. And let's actually bring our custom block over here. Define jump. We're going to set gravity to 12. And I know this is a little confusing, but set gravity to 12 makes it so that the bird jumps up super high, and then the gravity is also running, so it's gonna slowly get less and less, and then it's gonna go into a negative number. So set gravity to 12, and also costumes category, I have these two costumes. This is the jumping costume. So, back in the code, we're going to go to looks, switch costume to costume 2. You don't have to do this if you're making your own sprites, or costumes, I mean. But I just like it because it gives it a little more clear sign that it's jumping, that it's flapping its wings to fly. Okay, should we test this out? Click the green flag. Haha, yes! Look at that, it's jumping just like we want to. This is awesome. Okay. Now let's get back into code. Next, we're gonna work on turning. This one is a bit complicated, so stay with me. Okay, so still in the if, we're gonna grab a direction block in the motion category. And we're gonna grab another if, put it right under the jump. And this one is probably a bit new to you, but we're gonna go to the operators tab, the green one. And we're gonna grab a less than, because if we just had the bird forever rotating, it would look kind of weird, like he's spinning. We want him to have a lock so that he can't go higher than a certain amount or lower than a certain amount. So we're going to have this here, and direction in the leftmost pocket. Then here we're going to put a 20. If direction is less than 20, here let me show you. So direction, you can come here. This is about what we want to lock it to. Maybe this, but right now we're looking on this. So if the direction is less than 20, meaning it's like this, then we're gonna set it to 20 so that it can't go any more than 20. So we're gonna go to a point in direction. Then we can do 20. We can't test that yet, but we're also going to duplicate this. And we're gonna create the downwards lock so that I can't go more than around this. If direction, actually we need to change this for a greater than sign. If direction is greater than 159, point in direction, 159. And just pop that right here. Okay, now we're actually going to put in the turning so that he turns. So we're gonna put a repeat until right in between those two. Direction is less than 20. Direction is less than 20. Gravity. Trust me on this. Okay, then we're gonna turn counterclockwise 20 degrees. And we're gonna set turn amount. Yep, we need this variable now to 0. Okay, so we have that. So outside, oh, I put this in the wrong place. you're seeing where I'm getting with this. And change turn amount by 1. Okay. Now, because we have that jumping costume that happens whenever we jump, at the end of this, we want to switch costume to costume 1. That is the non-jumping costume, I guess. I think we can test this out. Look at that. Oh, there seems to be a bug. Okay, let's find this bug. I think I know. Instead of point in direction 20, let's set it to 21. That just gives it a little room for error. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Maybe not. If direction is less than 159. Point direction 159. Oh, I know. Set turn amount to 0, just so that we aren't turning way too much. Okay, test this out. Yes, that is exactly what we want to see. Okay, next we're gonna work on the pipes actually. So go click into the pipes sprite, and we're gonna need some variables. First, we're gonna need pipe speed. For this sprite only. And pipe spread for the sprite only. You don't have to make these, but this just makes it so the game gets harder and harder as the game goes on. Okay, first let's get our setup script. When green flag clicked from the events category, go to 0, 0. Switch costume to costume 2. This is a certain costume that you're gonna need that's smaller because of a little, like, it's a quirk in Scratch that it can't go off screen. Like, sprites can't go off screen. So if we switch to a smaller costume, then go closer to the edge of the screen, let's show pipes, and let's say this, well, it is the pipes, but now it can go here, and then it can switch costume to costume 1. But it wouldn't be able to do that before. So we're going to switch to costume 2, and set size to 125. That sounds about right. And then switch costume to costume 1. Stay with me on this, okay? We're going to need to set pipe spread to 3. And then set pipe speed to -5. That means that it will scroll across the screen this way instead of this way, because if you look at this, this is negative and this is positive. Okay, so we're going to pop those right there. And we're going to put a hide block from the looks category. This is because what we're going to use for our pipes is clones. And we don't want to show the original sprite. But we're going to also set a forever loop and create a custom block. We're going to call this create clones. And I think we need to run without screen refresh, yeah. Pop that in right there. And we're going to come over here and define it. Okay, so you don't have to do this, but I'm going to do change pipe speed by -0.2. placing at the top. And we're gonna have a create clone of myself in the control category. This will create the clone, and we also need a wait from the control category and wait pipe spread seconds. Pipe spread is the spread between each pipe. So the lower the pipe spread, the shorter you have to wait before you create another clone. So there will be more on the screen. Okay, so that's done. And now we need from the control category, we need a when I start as a clone. And we're gonna have a go to X, Y, and we need to go to, let's go to the far edge of the screen. So as far as we can go, over here, 250, I think, around there. And then we need again from the operators tab, we need a pick random. Pick random picks a random number between the two numbers that you put into it. So let's say we have 1 through 10. Click this block and you get a random number every time. Okay, so that's good. We want to put this in the Y section, and we want to put negative 100, and then positive 100. Okay, that's good. But we also want to show this clone, or else you wouldn't be able to see them. And then we need a repeat until in the control category, and repeat until X position is less than negative 260. And the X position is just in the motions category. And then we need a change X by pipe speed. And then we delete this clone once it's gone to the far edge of the screen. Should we test this out? Whoa. Why is it so laggy? Huh. Let's debug this. I see the problem. In the define create clones block, if you right click it, you can see these three. Click edit. We checked the run without screen refresh. This wasn't waiting the wait block because it instantly runs through this and ignores wait blocks. I forgot that we needed to not check this. So in here, click this again and it will be unchecked. That is very good. Okay, click OK. And let's test this again. Yes. It's working. But hold up. Do you see what I'm seeing? We can just go straight through the pipes. We shouldn't be able to do that. Click the stop sign. What we want to do now is create a depth sequence. So go into the bird sprite and create a new custom block named depth. Okay. gonna utilize this. Just 1 second. We're gonna utilize this when we touch pipes. So just to make this a little bit more clean, we're gonna get a when green flag clicked and a forever loop, then an if statement, and if from the sensing category touching pipes, then we do death. Okay, so in death, we want to stop, not all, but other scripts in Sprite. This keeps us from adding like gravity that we don't want, and it also keeps us from jumping again. So stop other scripts in Sprite, sorry, and broadcast a new message. We're gonna name this message death. Okay, and broadcast death. So we're also gonna switch costume to dead so that we have the cross out eyes. And we're gonna set gravity to 12. That's so that we get that little jump when we hit that pipe. And then repeat until Y position is less than negative 147. Then we're gonna turn 15 degrees, and we're also going to add gravity. This is so that we get that jump, and then we keep turning, and we fall to the ground. Let's test this out. Yes. Very good. That is the end. Thank you so much for watching. We can hide these variables. Just make it look better. And I encourage you to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.